ADRA charity organization, has been working in Ukraine since 1993. Over the course of this time, ADRA has implemented hundreds of social and charitable projects, delivered thousands of tons of humanitarian aid, and supported millions of Ukrainian people in need. After the start of the full-scale Russian invasion into Ukraine, ADRA has been one of the first to respond to the humanitarian challenges brought by the wartime. Thanks to the international partners and donors, ADRA Ukraine was the first to launch a number of important projects: evacuation of people from dangerous area, the first aid for the affected populations, financial and food assistance. Today, ADRA is one of the largest humanitarian organizations in Ukraine that continues to develop and grow. Currently, we have opened 8 representative offices and 7 humanitarian aid warehouses in various parts of Ukraine. One of the largest key projects of ADRA Ukraine is the food assistance project implemented with the support of the UNWFP and ADRA Switzerland.
The project started on April 11, 2022. During this time, the ADRA WFP project was represented in 13 regions and provided assistance with food kits more than 3.5 million Ukrainians. In 18 months, we distributed more than 48,000 tons of product sets.
Currently, the food assistance is provided in 5 regions of Ukraine: Kharkiv region, Donetsk region, Zaporizhia region, Mykolaiv region, and Kherson region. This project covers the most vulnerable population in the areas with no access to urban infrastructure and food market. Over 160,000 people in these regions monthly receive the humanitarian aid.
The idea behind this project is the following. We receive food kits from our partner, the UN World Food Programme. One food kit weighs 13.5 kilograms. Then, we register beneficiaries, and our humanitarian convoys deliver kits to remote and hard-to-reach localities. There are 2 types of coverage: the green zone and the yellow zone. The green zone is the area where each person is entitled to receive a kit. We distribute 1 kit to each individual coming to the distribution location. The yellow zone is the targeted coverage area, where kits are distributed only to the most vulnerable populations.
Some of the most dangerous and challenging areas to work in are Donetsk, Kharkiv, and Kherson regions. These areas are daily exposed to shell fire, so the local residents are mostly unable to purchase food.
This region is quite dangerous, so we have to use body armor and helmets. We always wear them when we travel to this area. Those who still stay in Kupiansk are mostly people with disabilities, elderly people, and families with many children. Many of them prefer to stay in the city.
Now ADRA WFP team includes 139 employees and 209 volunteers assistants who support the project in the field on the free-of-charge basis.
We have 11 people in our team. We not just work together, but are real friends. We have become very close friends with each other.
When I am telling about my team, I am so nervous, and it's exciting, because we're always with them together, every day. They're like my skeleton, recruited by my organs. And I'm so worried about them.
Many caring and proactive people often join our team in order to contribute to the humanitarian response. Some of them are international volunteers coming to Ukraine.
I feel empowered by the fact that we're helping people who really need this support and appreciate it. Over 1,000 people are so grateful to us, and we have realized that the more we help others, the happier we feel ourselves, because it brings meaning into our lives. ADRA is really amazing at supporting people.
I love my team. I love being around these people. For me, this is the greatest motivation and encouragement.
Juna Patalo has come here from Finland in order to support the affected population. He is daily risking his life traveling to the areas located in the immediate vicinity to the front line.
Honestly, like here, it's I don't think many people understand how it is to live under the influence of war. It's so different experiencing this in person than just watching the news, because the front line is just there, and we could see the smoke, we could hear the explosions. just unbelievable to me that some people just don't care, or they think that they don't need to help because the war is still going on, and that's why Ukraine needs our strong support.
Some of the volunteers are internally displaced persons who fled from the hostilities, lost their homes, their property, and were forced to look for safety in other cities. Still, they decided not to stand aside and joined the effort to alleviate the suffering of Ukrainians. One of such people is the coordinator of our project in Zaporizhia region.
I evacuated from Mykolaiv because I saw what was going on around. I realized that this war does not care if you are a good or a bad person, a child or an adult. Just a one random bullet if enough for you to lose everything. We had a really cool 3-day-long training, and these people said, "Come on, jump in, we could use your help. We don't have any partners in Dobropilia, we need people to join our team." So I started to look for ways of how I could be helpful.
Despite all hazards and dangers our regional team are facing every day, all employees clearly understand their roles and have own reasons to do this important work.
Communities we are serving are affected. It is truly painful to watch these people, whose houses were devastated, who have lost their homes, who are living with no water supply, with no power supply, without anything. Our goal is to help people. That is why we wake up early in the morning every day for distributing food packages and communicate with people.
Governmental agencies, military administrations, and millions of grateful Ukrainians have shared their positive feedback about ADRA WFP project.
The food assistance project would not be possible without our key partner, the WFP. We also express our sincere gratitude to ADRA Switzerland for their support in implementation of this project.